Now I'm going to take Piper out of the crate again and show you the stationing mat exercise, which you should do every day for at least a few minutes. And if you can do 5 minutes a day, that would be perfect. So the first thing that happens before she can even try to rush out, I give her treats. The little natural balance sausage is what we've been using this whole time, and it agrees with her. She likes it. So see how she's waiting even now. And before she can decide to come out, you say, okay, you can even pat your leg like that. She'll come out. And she's not really hungry right now, so she's still got a bunch of treats in there. And I'm always doing this thing where I step into her. I'm always making sure I close this crate door, because if you're going to control the boundary, you have to make sure it's always closed. It's closed when she's in, it's closed when she's out. She has to wait for permission to go in and to come out, just like we showed you in the other clips. Okay, so I'm always, when I'm walking with her, I'm always using my body. Okay, come on, this way. She's just starting to get used to the leash. She's only been on a leash for a few days now. Sit. If she doesn't, you just reinforce that. Hope you can see this. I'm going to stay out of the way of the camera. She's sitting. You pat her chest and say, go to your mat, and then say down. And we're at the point now we can apply a little pressure. See how that works? Good. So basically she made the choice to go there. I barely touched the leash. So I'm still, since this is such a brand new exercise for her, good. I'm still rewarding her when she goes into that position, because I want her to identify going into that down position on this mat right now. Good stuff happens. That's when all the treats start happening. Good. Every time that I reward her, I put a little pinch of this natural balance sausage between her feet like that. Good. She takes it off the mat. Make sure that you put it on the mat so that she's not trying to take it out of your hands. You want to put her on the mat. Good. And she takes it and you say good the moment she has that food in her mouth. So even to be standing in front of her like this, above her, and her staying there in a downstay, good, is a big, it's a success, because just a couple of days ago she kept popping up because she didn't get it. So now, just for this video's sake, good. Actually, I think it's been 8 days she's been with me, or 9 days. We're going to practice the next step, which is to walk around, which is a downstay. Good. Walk around both ways. And every time you come back to this position in front of her, good. It's the same thing every time. Dogs thrive on knowing exactly how it's going to go. And if you set up this exercise for, it always works out the same way, good. Just the way I reward her like that. And wherever I go, whatever noises happen, things happen, you always come back. Here, she gets rewarded from in front. See how she's kind of going out off the mat? You can do this. No. Because she's not allowed to crawl. And I'm just touching her little feet with my boots, not hurting her. And see, she should back up like that, but if she gets off the mat, you say no. So you can do that, and very often she'll just back up and reposition herself the right place. But if she gets off the mat like that, you say no. And you just do your left turn into her. And if she doesn't go right back down, then you just do that thing with your foot that you saw me just do, but she already went down on her own. Good, which deserves a reward. If I wasn't talking so much to you, as soon as she went back and went down there on her own, I would have said good and rewarded her. Actually, she's positioned herself good in a perfect place right here. And I'm just going to practice that one more time, going around like that. No. So she's going to make a couple of mistakes. Little do-over circle. See how I'm doing a little circle? I've already said D-O-W-N once. If you want her to be really good at this, good. Teach her that the first time you said it, you meant it. So if she makes a mistake and pops up before I release her, I'm going to say no and put her back. Good. That way, when you get more advanced and you're stepping out the door or you're going across the room or something, she gets up before you release her, good. You say no from across the room, she'll go right back. So that's why we're doing it this way. And whatever she learns on this mat, nope. See that? She's getting this move down. Good. Whatever she learns on this mat, she will be able to do in real life. In a few weeks, she'll have perfect downstay on this mat, and then you can start practicing after she's had all her shots, and it's safe for her to go outside. You can start practicing her downstays. Good. In exactly the same way, but without the mat, and she'll know exactly what you're trying to get her to do. No. See how I'm always stepping into her? And she's kind of losing a little bit of focus because she's starting to play with the leash. Nope. And I'm applying a little bit of pressure there, putting her back. This just means that, see how she went, nope. She went back there. So you want to go like this. You want to show her that you mean it. So instead of correcting her, good. Struggling with her, good. Trying to pull the leash away or something, good. You want to just keep putting her back, keep putting her back. And see, I got a little 5 seconds of calm when I finally got her back there, and I rewarded this. I'm rewarding this state of mind, this behavior, calmly in a downstay, looking up at me. And with a puppy, you can only do short little periods of training. Good. So that also showed that she was losing focus, and good. Maybe getting a little bit tired, so I'm going to release her while she's doing it well. Okay, just like that. You want to release her on a success. I'm going to go this way, actually. Okay, see how my body blocks the mat? Okay, this way, come on. Because if you go around, like if I'd gone that side, she would have pulled away to go back on the mat. So when you walk past the mat, make sure your body is blocking the mat. Okay, and I'm going to do a little left turn here and have her sit. Good. And see how that leash is loose? Open the door. Go. Send her in. Go. Gently but firmly, you put her in. It goes the same way every time. She has to know, hey, when they say go, I end up in there. It's always a pleasurable experience to go into the crate. She's not hungry now, really, so that's why there's food there still. But you know, throughout the day, whenever you go in to take her out, go with a little treat. Barely eating it. Oh, she's eating it out of my hand. So everything good happens in the crate. Anyway, so we did that part before in the last clip. So that's a mat exercise. Even if you get 3 minutes a day right now, she's such a baby, you want to get a success for a few minutes and then release her before she makes a mistake. That way, every time you do it, she'll be able to do it longer and longer. You want to build her up. If you do too much, and she starts making a lot of mistakes, now you've kind of blown your chance to make her better that day, and you kind of have to quit on a mistake. So little short periods of time, and gradually as the weeks go by, lengthen the period of time that you train her. You'll know how long she can take because she'll start making mistakes. You know the next day you do a shorter period of time and then build up to doing it longer. So it's very logical the way you're going to do it. Start out small and just build a little bit more every day. And that's how she's going to learn all of her training the quickest anyway.